Hello everyone, I'm Hayden Zablotny and this is my Red Bull Rampage bike. First and foremost, we'll start with the frame. It's a Rocky Mountain altitude frame with a couple custom adjustments, like a small altitude rear triangle instead of a medium one to go with the front triangle, and that makes it a little bit shorter for me. Makes it 430 millimeters. So it's better for step down flips and flat drop flips and 3 drops for me. It's a Bomber 58 up front and then just the Bomber air shock in the rear. I'm running 5 volume spacers in the fork, and I'm not sure how many in the shock if I'm being completely honest, but I know that I'm running 320 PSI in the shock. And I'm running it on full compression. And then my fork, I run at about 130 PSI with 4 clicks of compression. We got a full tidal cockpit, bar stem and grips, DM1 stem, AH 35 millimeter clamp handlebars. I run them at 25 millimeter rise, and then just the slip-on dirt jump grips, and then the Shimano XCR brakes front and rear on 203 millimeter rotors. And then my drivetrain is Shimano Saint shifter as well. And then yeah, the Saint cranks to go with all the Saint goodies. And then tidal pedals. They're race face wheels. Up front I have an Atlas wheel, and it's laced to an Atlas hub. In the rear I have an Arc 30, and it's also laced to an Atlas hub, so they're technically both the same wheels, just different stickers. And then a tidal seat clamp, seat post, and JS1 saddle. One key detail on this bike is definitely the paint, and that paint is done by Dylan Forbes. The inspiration for the paint came from my home where I live in Canada now, in Kamloops, BC, and that includes a bit of sage green color. And I was looking for a good contrast to go with the sage, and I really like the contrast of the white dirt here in Kamloops to the sage green, so I wanted something similar. So I chose chrome because it had that kind of white look but just has that flair to it. And then on the details of the frame to go with those colors, we got some cracks, because usually every desert area you go to, like here in Kamloops or in Utah, the soil's always cracking. And then we got the major key tools to the trade, and that's a shovel, a pickaxe, and a rake on the frame, because you know, the free ride bike wouldn't be one without the tools, and I have to represent that because it's a huge part of my lifestyle. No dig, no ride. And no dig, no ride is on there because, you know, it's again, just a huge part of the culture and my lifestyle, and it wouldn't be one without the other. I'm still in love with this thing. I ride it on the daily. It's the best bike I've ever had, and it's the best looking bike I've ever had. And yeah, it's fallen on me because it loves me so much too. You know, this is my partner in crime.